letters A, the 111,000, F, the 5,000, IMRF, G, the 89, and then general assistance, the 23,000. So the total bill spent is not 218,000. It is actually $149,741.59. And we just caught that right before the meeting, or I would have gotten a hold of you too. So, okay. So, that being said, Trustee Flamini.
Well, I met with Sherry and Gail, and we reviewed the budget, and I would motion that we pay bills in the amount of $149,741.59.
Discussion.
Yes, Sherry, excuse me, what am I supposed to call you?
You can call Sherry.
All right. I guess I'm just making a request that in any future meetings, if we could have the, I know there are some confidentiality issues when you're on the bills that you have to pay and where the money goes, but on some of the generic issues where it says other expenses, I'm wondering if we can get a breakdown of what those bills are, just like we do with in the city report, because I'm not comfortable approving paying a bill if I don't know who it's to and what the amount is.
I had shared with Trustee Hill that we just switched over to an accounting firm, and so this month we actually didn't have the breakdown specific that we even normally do. So, but we will in the future. I'll make sure that they give us that report with each month.
Yeah, just looking for a bill list.
Yeah. Okay. Any other discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Flamini?
Aye.
Trustee Hill?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Next item on the agenda is discussion regarding the budget for fiscal year May 2013 through April 30th, 2014. And everybody has a packet. Larry, I left one for you too with the paperclip on it. It has the budget, what we submitted for review for the month for the public hearing in June. The only change to that is the beginning balances. We don't have the audit done yet, but we do have the end of the year numbers, and so some of the beginning balances have changed, and so that is an updated record. So just to share with everybody where we are, in fiscal year 2010-2011, our income was $1,150,250. Fiscal year 11-12, it dropped to $1,039,846. 2012-2013, it went down, and that's, sorry, let me share that with you. I have a sheet here,
Right
Lloyd.
here, like this sheet.
This sheet, I've kind of got it listed out for you guys. 2012-2013, we dropped to $957,007. This year, it's dropped down to $777,005. So that's a 33% decrease in 4 years. Over it was $373,245 that we dropped to. So, which is the reason for our fiscal conservativeness that we have, we've been doing, which we're grateful for, and need to continue in a more, I'm not even sure what the word is. So this year's budget for our total budget expenses is $910,548, right? But this is $133,543 more than we're bringing in. So our budget is $910,000, but we're only bringing in $777,000. The reserve that we have estimated is $283,000. We had guesstimated prior that it would be $315,000, but due to expenses, it's down to $283,000 that we have as a surplus from last year into this year. Subtracting the $133,543 that we're going to be over this year is going to leave us with $149,470 next year, estimated. So if nothing else changes in the budget, per our assessor's estimate of another 15% decrease next year.
Maybe not quite that much, but in that neighborhood.
Okay.
It's probably more like 13.
Okay.
Numbers are looking better this year.
Okay, so, well, the numbers that you gave us when we were working on the budget was 15% decrease, and just for the record, we understood the decrease to be much different than what it was this year. So when we came in for the meeting in or in April to do the budget, we got the numbers in that day and it changed everything. So it's really hard to know what the numbers are going to be. But that being said, if nothing else changes and it is the 15% decrease, we're going to end up next year with a $51,000 deficit to our budget, which means we won't have enough money to make our bills next year. Yeah.
Just to clarify that, you're not talking about 2014, you're talking about end of fiscal year 2015.
15, correct. So there's some information in here to break down. Larry has made some recommendations that we did the budget, but Larry has since gone back and realized that there's no way that he can make those cuts to his team. What I would like to do, especially in an effort of time, I'm thinking is if we could call a budget workshop to be able to go over this and make some decisions for what we can do. And we can look at in the future a time and a date that would work for us. But if I can have you guys, your agreement that we would take that next step to make some hard decisions and figure out what we're going to do with it, I would appreciate that. That would be my recommendation.
I'm not quite sure what your recommendation is.
That we schedule a workshop, a budget workshop, to look this over so that we have a decision. We have to, the budget hearing is June 18th. So we have to make recommendations for that meeting. So is everybody in agreement to hold a workshop?
What date do you suggest?
We can have Diane look and get back and we can schedule something that way if that's okay.
Do you want a motion to that effect?
Do we need a motion to schedule a workshop? Or we
No, couldn't be consensus.
Okay, excellent. Okay, that being said, assessor's report?
I just have a couple of quick things. Looks like we're gonna have our workshop probably about the middle of June. And it looks like the most owner-occupied residential properties are probably gonna go down about 10 to 12%, which I kind of estimated a little bit high before, but it still looks like everything is gonna go down around 10 or 12%. After we turn our books in and the blue cards are mailed, they'll probably be mailed in the beginning of August. The Zion Assessor and Waukegan Assessor's Office, we're going to find some place where we can have an open house, and we're just going to have people come in and we're just going to tell them how they can appeal their assessments. Hopefully we'll get a good turnout for that. For the seniors, they get an extra $1,000 off their senior exemption next year, so that'll be probably a savings of $180. So that should be a good thing for the seniors that have the senior freeze. That's about it.
Thanks, Larry. Supervisor's report, I'll just do the few, and just so that everybody knows, I met with Sherry Beal for coffee a few months ago, and one of the things that she had recommended that I start doing was posting more information on the Township website. And so all of our reports are on the website as well. When Gibby Buckholz is able to get it downloaded in the right format, the video of the meeting also goes on site. So I just want to thank you, Sherry, for that recommendation. So that being said, there are some other announcements, but in an effort of time, because we're running into the city council meeting right now, just to let everybody know, the Zion Benton Leadership Academy applications are available. I encourage anybody that's interested in leadership in our community to take a look at that. It's a great opportunity. Our summer work program interviews were completed. We had 120 interviews for 44 positions, including the county program and our the program that we do in-house. We have 74 youth that will be working this year. Our orientation is going to be held on June 17th, just for your guys' information. We had 221 seniors enjoy Senior Resource Day. We had 42 vendors at the event. Special thanks to the Zion Park District, the Grove at the Lake, and Benton Township for helping to make the event such a success. One of the things that we provide for every senior is a directory of all of the agencies, a blurb about what they do and their information so that they can access the resources without having to make 20 calls. We need Meals on Wheels volunteers. There's 4 routes right now that are vacant, that we are looking for individuals that are willing to volunteer 45 minutes 1 day a week. We are doing a volunteer training on Thursday, June 13th. And then one other thing I wanted to share is the Spring Air Fun Fair at the Grove at the Lake is going to also be on June 13th. I encourage anybody to go. They are working really hard to try and get as many people to come to their facility and just take a tour of it. They have pumped so much money into it. It is absolutely beautiful. And so they're holding this community-wide event to try and get more people there to check it out. So hopefully people will attend. And then just to let everybody know, I am going to be out of town tomorrow, May 22nd through Thursday, June 6th, with very limited access. All issues will be handled by Gail Cloudemans, the Assistant Township Supervisor. So with that being said, are there any citizens' comments?
Hello, Supervisor, how you doing? Y'all approved the minutes from last meeting, and I had FOIA you about the law about general assistance, and you gave me this 1976 when Bush, the first Bush was the president. Well, there is in the general assistance handbook, there's a law, because you know when they make one law, they always make another law that's updated. And the state, in the handbook, section 334 and 35, that township can give these clients general assistance. But what has to happen is you, the supervisor, have to motion it up for you. And I have all this information for you right
Want to leave
here.
it with me? I can review it with the attorney and see what we can do.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you very much, Mike.
you're welcome.
Are there any other citizens' comments? That being none, is there a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion is second. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Flamini?
Aye.
Trustee Hill?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen? Chairman Neal?
Aye.
Can I have your agenda?
Meeting adjourned. Is Lane here?
I have no idea. I haven't seen you since last meeting.